Hey everybody, how's it going? Randy here with Nerds Templar. This is the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League. It is set 16 for the Green Division as we move into the last quarter of the regular season here, matches. This is the second of the divisions, of course, as always to go after the red. After 15, we've got Kazuya at the top, 13-2, taking Dedede's spot. Who lost. He's 12-2 now, along with Bowser, but Dedede beat Bowser, so he's still second there. Bowser's still third. 11-4 for the Mii Gunner. Piranha Plants 10-4, both of them losing. Wolf 9-5, beat the 9-5 Chrom, both of them winning last set, and Bowser Jr. as well, 8-6, still 8th. Link won as well, 8-7, still 9th. And we had a lot of losses. Mewtwo 6-8. Bayonetta or Mega Man shooting up the whole way up there to 11th place, 6-8 himself. We have Shulk, Little Mac, and Bayonetta, all 6-8s in that order because of how they've done against each other. 3-1 in the head-to-heads is Mewtwo, 2-1 for Mega Man, 2-2 for Shulk, 1-1 for Little Mac, and 0-3 Bayonetta's head-to-heads in that pack. So she dropped way down there, out of playoff contention, in fact. Villager, 6-9, in fact, moved into that middle spot. We have Luigi at 5-9, moving down and out of the middle. Did not fight the 5-9 Corrin yet. We'll have to see about those two. 4-10 Lucina, 3-11 Sheik, 3-12 Toon Link, and 2-13 Diddy Kong. Could be the end for those four at the bottom, at least maybe those three at the bottom. This division 6-8 is maybe getting you in right now. One of the 6-8s doesn't make it, but all the others do. There's a bunch of them. So it's actually very manageable. Maybe not so much for Diddy at 2-13, but maybe the rest still have a shot if they can win out. Today we've got Bayonetta taking on Piranha Plant, Mega Man versus Bowser Jr., Mewtwo up against Villager, Lucina against Link, Corrin versus Luigi, Sheik taking on Toon Link, Little Mac versus King Dedede, Shulk against Kazuya, Wolf up against Gunner, and Bowser finally versus Chrom. Diddy's on a bye, so he's going to remain at that 2-13 at the bottom. Let us begin. This is a must-win, of course, for Bayonetta, falling fast in the division, 6-8. At the bottom of the 6-8 pack. Way down there now. She really dropped in the last few sets. Was set 9, she was 7th. Set 10, she was 8th. Since then, she's been in the middle. Now this is the lowest she's been ever. Number 14. Piranha Plant doing well, losing first match they've lost in a while actually, just last set. Losing that to Chrom, a very important one there. Chrom, one match behind Piranha Plant now. Both of them already having their bye. Piranha Plant still ahead, can remain ahead, just needs to keep on winning again. One knockout already on Bayonetta, who got Piranha Plant to 33, not 38. Poison Mushroom for Bayonetta, not good. No bueno. Who knows how far she may drop today if she loses. Go 6-9. There are 2 5-9s right now, and 1 6-9 currently. Super Mushroom lands on Piranha Plant, then a Poison Mushroom. Put him back to normal. Bayonetta still struggling here on Piranha Plant's first. 81 only. Super Mushroom, however, nice dodge by Piranha Plant. Has Bayonetta second up to 85%. Continues on this trend. It's going to be an easy one. Bayonetta doesn't quite get the knockout still on the Poison Mushroom one. Piranha Plant. Super Mushroom for Bayonetta. Can she finally get it here? 99. She's really not doing that much damage to Piranha. Only 99%. 123 on her second stock. And Poison Mushroom, she dodges it. Piranha Plant will get it. She almost slides into it there. And she will get the knockout because of the Poison Mushroom there. Super Mushroom goes off the side. Nobody gets that 133 on Bayonetta's second. Tied it up for a moment. I don't think she could. Yeah, she's going to make it back now. After Piranha Plant hit her. She may have still had that up B left, though. Piranha Plant really needs this knockout with the Super Mushroom if he wants to retain this lead he had. Kind of losing it slowly. He is allowing Bayonetta to remain on the stage. Well over 100%. 168 on her right now. 22 only on Piranha Plant second, so he still hasn't taken much. But every moment that he doesn't knock her out, she brings this closer. Like just there with the Super Mushroom. 47 on Piranha Plant. He's now orange. 203, the Super Mushroom, keeping Bayonetta on the stage there, probably for sure. 203%. That is not good at all for Piranha Plant now. And Bayonetta, this is basically bringing it back to even. 63 on Piranha Plant right now. 74. Super Mushroom on Bayonetta. Is she going to get the second stock knockout first here? It could be. 90. 106, and down goes Piranha Plant. 203 on Bayonetta. What a comeback. Piranha Plant finally getting that knockout, but Bayonetta has tied it up completely now. 1-1, 0%. Nice attack by Bayonetta, 39% on Piranha Plant. This would be a pretty big upset. Again, dropping many out of that, one out of that top, and Piranha Plant is that tentative number 5 right now because he is alone. But whether he's going to be part of the top or part of the, more part of the middle pack, still remains to be seen. 2 9s below him. They could just, again, of course, end up right there with him. Or is he going to be truly one of these top competitors, one of the top 5, one of the ones that he's won, of course, again, that has double-digit wins at this point? Is he as good as the others? This is a big telling match here as well. Again, it's one that Bayonetta needs to make some kind of comeback in the league, in the division here. And very possible, 81 all, now 91 on Bayonetta. She's got the Super Mushroom. 95 on Piranha Plant. It is anyone's match. Oh, the Poison Mushroom on Bayonetta. Back to normal size instead of Piranha Plant. That would have been huge. Both of them over 100%. And Piranha Plant gets the Super Mushroom. That could be all. It's all it's going to take at this point. Over 120 each. And that is going to do it. Piranha Plant with the end of that Super Mushroom. Staving off a giant upset. Barely. It's too bad for Bayonetta. Again, a very good showing. I think that's happened to her recently and some of the other ones she's lost against tough opponents. So, I don't know. If you keep losing, though, it doesn't matter how well you did in the match. You don't make the playoffs. You don't make the playoffs, and you're just done. And that is, 6-9 Bayonetta. She's already out of the playoffs. She could be the whole way from the top 8 through the middle and into the bottom 6 here in just the course of 4 or 5 sets, maybe. That's pretty ridiculous. Of course, at the top we have 11-4 now. Piranha Plant trying to solidify their spot in that top 5 and maybe still remain in it, maybe for a chance at that top 3 bye spots for the division playoffs. And you wouldn't have known as much from their records at that point, but that was actually two of the top 8 for a long time in the league here. Not the maybe not the top 4, but still the top 8. Talking about Bayonetta. In fact, Bayonetta maybe being a little bit above Piranha Plant. Pretty much the same record, maybe I guess just tentatively above him the whole time. Actually, the same record as Piranha Plant. Most of the season, they were winning and losing almost the same times up until set 9-ish, and that's when Bayonetta started falling back. So that was interesting. Important even now, even with her falling back, and now still important. This one is also very, very interesting because we got the Bowser Jr., probably the fighter in the league that's made the biggest comeback, starting off 0-4 here. We also have Min that's done pretty much almost the same, but I think Bowser Jr.'s comeback from the beginning is even bigger. Right now, Bowser Jr. 8 and 6. Actually falling back a little bit here recently. But still fine, still a shot to... I mean, he's in the top 8. A bit of a glitch there in the AI. They're good, they're good. Mega Man, 6 and 8, he's climbing a little bit now. He's been hovering around that middle point for a while. But now he's looking pretty... The way that everything's going, he's looking pretty good toward the top of that big 6 and 8 tie. So all he's got to do is keep winning. He's going to be just fine. But he's got a tough one here. And we meant to be looking. We can. There's not too many sets left. We didn't take quick, we didn't look at all, I guess, at Piranha and Bayonetta, what they have coming up. But Mega Man here, he's going to have Little Mac, Diddy. And he's got Me Gunner, Kazuya. So some that are about around his rank. Link is the last one. Some are that are a little higher, a little harder. Kazuya especially, number 1, still has to fight him. Knocks Bowser Jr. out in return. Bowser Jr. got him already. 59% on Mega Man. But he's also got a couple easier ones, maybe. Maybe just enough to get him into the playoffs. Bowser Jr., however, be a little different for him. He's got Bayonetta. He's got Piranha Plant. Got Little Mac. I'm just below him right now. Got Mewtwo. And his last match is Me Gunner. So some tough ones, a little more tough ones than Mega Man for sure. But Bowser Jr. maybe a little better. We'll see though. If Mega Man wins this, then I guess we can't say that for sure. That'd be an 8 and 7 Bowser Jr. and a 7 and 8 Mega Man. And again, with a slightly easier schedule left, could bode better for Mega Man. All of a sudden, Bowser Jr. maybe not doing so hot, but we'll see. We'll see. That all remains to be seen. He just knocked Mega Man off again, too far away from the stage. Cannot recover. 116 on Bowser Jr.'s second Super Mushroom. Nice shot. Gets 23% on Mega Man immediately here on that last stock. The Poison Mushroom for Mega Man as well. Again, that's going to keep a win for Bowser Jr., keeping him in the top 8. A 9 and 6, very good record to have there. Already had his bye, of course. Both of these. Both these fighters. But yeah, Mega Man needs the win to stay in contention here, because again, just like Bayonetta at 6 and 8. Below him in rank, but just like her, same record. Cannot afford too many more losses the way things are going. Somebody just below you could go on a big win streak, you just don't know. He does get the return knockout again on Bowser Jr. About the same exact time, 50%-ish on Mega Man. So he's still got a chance here. Still certainly has a chance, not out of range by any means, and a nice attack. 33 on Bowser Jr., who's poisoned now. Mega Man cannot get another hit though. Bowser Jr. now on the attack, 85% on Mega Man. Another nice attack, 100 Super Mushroom on Bowser Jr. 101, 116 to 38. Doesn't quite get the knockout there on Mega Man. For the off the side there. A Super Mushroom got it again. Bowser Jr. knocked into the air by Mega Man. Not quite enough though there. Not enough percent. Also he's big. See if he can get him again there. Bowser Jr. is hanging out above Mega Man. Not the place you want to be against any fighter, really. Mega Man small now, though. 128%, easily launchable. Oh, there it's gonna... No, wow, wow. He is so lucky that he went up to the right when he was on the left side of the stage. 144%, almost catches Bowser Jr. in that up. He gets him again, almost knocks him off the stage. So close. 112 on Bowser Jr., 144 on Mega Man. What a fight we got here to end things. And it's gonna be the supersized Mega Man defeating Bowser Jr., bringing him down a notch. And Mega Man, all of a sudden, is making another run for himself. He's actually been above 500 before. He was 5 and 4. So he knows what it feels like to be a winner, I guess you could call that. You have more wins than losses. You're a winner, right? To some degree. Almost there again. He's almost to 500 at least. He's now 7-8, bringing Bowser Jr. of all people down to 8-7. And now, just like in every other division, things are just getting more and more interesting. Now, of course, we do have some outliers in the top and bottom of divisions, but for the most part, honestly, it does seem like things are very, very close in like the middle, the entire middles of like every division. Like more than 10 fighters vying for spots that range from the bottom of the top 8 to the top of the bottom 6. It's pretty crazy. 21 fighters, by the way, in each division, if you forgot or you don't know yet. This one, another really important one, Mewtwo 6-8 against the Villager at 6-9. That's right. Villager maybe, honestly, with the way things are going right now, Mega Man 1, Bayonetta lost. Villager can beat Mewtwo, another 6-8 going down then. Make himself 7-9, make 2 6-9s fall below him. He would in fact be in the playoffs. Oh, he's gonna be alright for now. Come back. Again, Mewtwo, of course, wants a win as well. 5 6-8s, plus the 6-9 Villager. Pretty crazy right now. And they're more than a game, that is, more than a game behind a rank 9 Link. So there's like a decent cushion right there. If Link can win again, he's gonna start pulling even farther away from most of those below him. Depending on how many other 6-8s can do it. We're gonna have one 7-win fighter here right now in this match. But Villager's the one that hasn't had the bye yet. That's why he's got more matches already than Mewtwo. Winning right now, 143%, dropping a tree on Mewtwo, 33 on his second stock, now 40. He gets hit by that tree rocket. Again, Mewtwo. After Villager here, he's got Toon Link, which is great. Luigi, who's also lower, but he's gonna have to win that to keep Luigi out of things. We've got Chrom, which is tough after that. He's got, we already mentioned Bowser. That was actually, no, he's got Bowser, another really tough one, second to last. And then Corrin, another maybe easy one. Both 5-9, Corrin and Luigi a bit below him. So those are good two that he's probably gonna have to win. He wants to remain, depending on how they do, I guess, the rest of the time as well. He wants to have a chance to stay in the playoff spot there, somewhere in the bottom. But if he's winning, he can move up maybe toward the top. He tied things up here, but only a bit, only in stock, because Villager supersized right now, has him at 140, and he's now poisoned. Mewtwo, ooh, the rocket to the face. Not going to launch him, but it was close. 147. Villager. Not quite out of it, especially if he wins here, 6-9, just behind these guys. We got this one here. Maybe he's got a few, somewhat like this. Lucina, that's a bit more below them, but still one he's going to have to win. Shulk, then, who's 6-8 as well right now. And so again, very important for Villager to win that one. Then he's got, before his bye is the second to last one, he's got Wolf, which is going to be real tough. And then finally, his last match after that bye is going to be King Dedede. So he's going to end with some really hard ones to see if he's really ready for the playoffs or not. If he can win them, he's going to probably be in. Oh, what? Nice. That was the bowling ball into the rocket. Now we've got a closer one here. Mewtwo knocked out first, but gets Villager relatively soon afterward compared to the first time. 65-27. We've got a match on our hands. So we knew we would. It's only our third match. These are some long ones, some important ones to start off in these first three matchups. Even the next one's going to be important, Lucina and Link. Even the next one after that's even probably more important. The 5-9 Corrin and Luigi facing off against each other. That's going to be crazy. Oh, tail whip. Tail whap. More like it. 124 on Mewtwo though. 65, no, not supersized Mewtwo, but catching Villager and a bunch of nice attacks there. 77 on Villager. 90 on Villager. Super Mushroom for Villager though after the slingshot. deters Mewtwo. That was very nice. Now Mewtwo above him blocks the shot. Normal size villager takes another hit. 130 to 99, still villager's favor. Quite the match here. Oh, poison Mewtwo though. Oh, he comes back with a vengeance once he turned normal, but now he's poisoned again. Still didn't get villager, 113%. And that's gonna do it, villager. Taking advantage of that poison mushroom. Mewtwo picking up 2 in a row. That's not gonna do it. But villager will. And he will move. I can't believe it. 7 and 9. Mewtwo drops down as well. Another 6 and 8 down to 6 and 9. Oh man. That's just crazy. That's just lower and lower we go with, depending on how many of these 6 and 8s lose. It's just going to be lower entry point into the playoffs. With only 1 winning so far, we're still going to need, we actually don't have enough. It's going to be, like I said, because of that 2 of them losing, that's going to put the 7 and 9 villager into the bottom spot of the playoffs for sure. And it's possible that 6 and 9 gets you in if they all keep losing, but 7 and 9 is definitely now what it is. Pretty low, but I think the red is even lower, which is the one that already is finished. They are actually 6 and 9. That's crazy, but could be here as well. We'll see. And yes, of course, those records could go up significantly by the end of things. It could end up being, of course, 8, 12, maybe even 9 and 11 in most of them. But for now, it's not that. And that means it could be pretty low. Oh, we'll just have to see. Again, as people move around in divisions, we're hoping every division will kind of even out in difficulty. And also have a good range of fighters that range from very good to very bad to a bunch of average ones that keep flipping around between divisions pretty much every season. But here and there, once they keep doing that, here and there, we'll have those that stay. I know most of it's like straight up, but you still never know because the mushrooms do make things pretty crazy. It's going to get even crazier for the next season, and then after that, we're going to go back to something even more normal than this, more less random, that is, than this. And go after that season, which would be 3. Season 4 will be crazy again, even crazier than this. And then we'll probably, maybe after that season 4 then, or 5 or whatever, I already forgot, then we'll go back to we're going to keep flip-flopping from crazy to not as crazy. And that the next one, maybe we'll go with like nothing crazy at all. Maybe just straight up fights. By then, people would have moved around divisions for a bit, and maybe things will be a little more stable, and then we'll see if we can stabilize it even more with something like that. Every division, that is. Maybe at some point we'll even skip a season or 2 with people flipping divisions. We'll see. We'll see in the future, however long we keep this going. Lucina here, of course, like I mentioned, 4 and 10, just behind the 5 and 9s that won already, or that will be fighting each other, that is. And a bit below the 6 and 9 villager and all the 6 and 8s. Link just above him at 8 and 7. Returning knockouts there, but Link had already gotten Lucina once well before that. And so remaining what he's had mostly this entire time, that 1-stock advantage. Could knock Lucina out of contention, but the way that things are going, she's still probably going to be okay if she does go to 4 and 11. Let's get the Super Mushroom. No. Wears off. This is a pretty fast-paced match here. 2 sword fighters. Link, yes, with a win here, perhaps pretty easy. He's going to maybe have a chance even at the top 8. Maybe, probably not. I guess not with Bowser winning. Bowser Jr., that is, winning. He's going to remain where he is, but he's still going to pull ahead of most of the ones below him. Even farther. That's nice. Got Shulk after this. Another 6 and 8. Or a 6 and 8. Lucina is not 6 and 8. He's knocked out again, though, in 98. 103 on Lucina. She still has a bit of a chance here. Oh, nice bomb by Link. Really don't see him connect so well. After Link takes on Shulk, he's got Wolf. He's got a bye then, finally. And he's got King Dedede and Mega Man, so he's not going to have it very easy. Has some really tough ones, and then the other ones are all like vying for playoff positions, so he is going to have his hands full, other than when he's on a bye. So might as well pick up another win here if you can. 128 on Lucina, 26 on Link, and if she loses here, 4 and 11, she will still have a chance, but she's got to take on Who does she have? Villager, which is good. So they're going to be a very close one, maybe even almost the same record. No, not quite, because he won. And after that, she's got to take on Toon Link. That's maybe a little, it's definitely a little easier. Luigi after that was an important one for her. Link, going to clean that up, no problem. You can move to 9 and 7. Be the only one there, rank 9 still, but hey, still looking good. Still continuing to win. And just padding that record, making sure that he's not going to fall out of playoff contention. In fact, with the 9 wins that could be in for, he could be good. He could be good. Some of these divisions, it's hard to imagine that it's going to have to, it's going to actually take being 500, 10 and 10 to get in. And this is one of those I could see it certainly being 9 and 11s being in. So yeah, 9 wins. There he is. Although again, there's 8 above him that already have that many, but there's not many below him that have a chance to get to that 9 very anytime soon. Some of them going to 7 at the 6 and 8 point, but only 1 so far. Not some. 7 and 9, no Villager there or 2 at 7. And yeah, so that's that. Lucina 4 and 11. Maybe she still has a chance. Maybe. Got some easier ones. She's got Lucina, Luigi, that is, and her last 2 matches. The other one, which ones we said, she's got Chrom, and she's also then finally got Bowser. So that's extremely tough. All the other ones are ones that want to beat her to get into the playoffs, just like she wants to beat them to get into the playoffs. So it's going to be hard for her. It's going to be nuts. Very doable, though. Maybe not that last match. It's probably the only one she can afford to lose is that last one. All right, now this one is maybe going to be a lot better than the last one, a lot closer in record for sure, because they're the same record. The 2 5 and 9s. They've already been on their buys. They are just barely out of playoff contention. If the 6 and 8s keep losing, whoever wins this and moves to 6 and 9 has a chance to make it into that 13th place below the Villager. Can that it's very possible that happens, but who's going to be the one? I think Luigi is the one that has been known more for being up there. Although, saying that, Corrin actually has been near the middle of the pack for almost the entire season, in fact, until just recently, I suppose, about the midway point, Corrin started going downward, and Luigi, in fact, about that same point, started working his way upward a little more, back upward, because he was kind of in the middle before. But either way, both of these two showing just enough to be playoff potential worthy. Corrin gets the first knockout, 86 on him. And by the way, Luigi, yes, he's got Sheik after this. That's nice and easy. He's got Mewtwo, which is a tough one that he needs to win. Mewtwo now losing 6 and 9, where Luigi may be if he can win this. It's the knockout on Corrin, 40% on Luigi, keeping it close. He's got Lucina, which again he's going to need to win. She's going to be a little lower maybe, but he's going to need to win to keep her out of it, perhaps. Shulk after that, who again is 6 and 8 right now. And finally for Luigi, it's going to be Wolf, so a tough one to finish things off, but very, very doable if he can win against all those opponents that are in the same middle pack as him. Corrin obviously is the first of those. He's got to deal with Chrom himself afterward, 9 and 5. Toward the top, so a bit tougher. Then he's got Bowser. Wow, Bowser. Oh, he knocks Luigi out. Gets a nice lead for himself. Again, 30% now on him. 34 on his second. Luigi with some nice attacks though. 66 on Corrin, 73. Corrin to finish things off. Yes, he's got Piranha Plant, Oof, Sheik then, and then Shulk. No, I'm sorry, Mewtwo. Lastly for Corrin. So he's got a lot of tough ones. 2 that are close to him that he needs to win, and 1 that's a little easier. So it's going to be tough for both of these guys to actually make it in. I think they're going to have their hands full for sure, just like whoever we said before, Mega Man or whoever. Villager. A lot of those fights in the middle still yet to happen. It's crazy. So it seems like we're going to have some really good sets to finish things off here. 112 on Corrin second. Luigi 37, 42, 49 on his last now. Corrin stacking on the damage. Back to the stage. Knocks Luigi away from the super mushroom. Doesn't grab it. Almost grabs it, but doesn't. Poison, though, he will grab the poison one. 121 to 78. Extra stock, though, on the 127 now, Corrin. Back to normal. Back to poison. Plunger. Fireball misses. So it's the next hit. Poison Corrin is okay. Back to normal again on 33%. And almost gets the launch on 93% Luigi. He's back. And Corrin down below the stage, gets stuck, goes down. At least he had a bunch of percent on him and it wasn't like the beginning of life. But it is now 1-1. It's not going to matter. He comes in dragon form. Down goes Luigi. And that now is 6 and 9. Corrin. Moving above the now 5 and 10 Luigi. Still has a chance, but he's going to have to win some tough matches the rest of the season to get himself somehow into that playoff picture. It's going to be tough, certainly. But that's where it is. Yeah, Corrin has a good shot of Corrin might even get into the playoffs depending on how things go in the 6 and 8s. He's probably good, though, I'd say, to get into that middle pack, back into the middle, the move in middle. But that's that. Let's move on to our worst match, I guess. It's the 3 and 11 Sheik, third to last place versus the second to last place. 3 and 12 Toon Link. Yeah, this is actually, not that it matters, a rematch from the Red Division last season. What do we have there? What happened with these two, Sheik and Toon Link? I would probably bet, yeah, Sheik beat Toon Link the first time and the second time. They came into the division. They came from last season. Sheik 6 and 14. Toon Link was 3 and 17. Second, tied for second worst in the league with MetaK, who's doing great in the blue now. Last place was Snake, who's doing even better than MetaK in the blue now. One of the best in the league. It's crazy. So that's these guys. They don't have much chance here. It doesn't really matter who they're fighting. They're done. Still a very small chance, and you're probably wondering how there's not a worse match than this when the last place Diddy hasn't played. Well, he is on the bye, remember, so kind of worked out nicely that happened. The worst on the bye, the other two worst playing each other, so we have a true worst match here for once. It means a lot of really good ones. Our next 4 are going to be awesome. We have a lot of top-ranked fighters left to play. But yeah, these two still do have a shot to maybe get into the moving on middle. Toon Link with the knockout there. Whoever wins, certainly Sheik with the less losses has a better shot. Toon Link still with a bye left. In fact, he's going to be the last bye. So that's, I don't know, that's kind of nice. It's going to be a useless bye to finish things off in this division. Not as useless in the other one. It seemed like it might be with Ryu, but he's actually made quite the comeback. Not as crazy as like a Bowser Jr. comeback or a Min Min comeback, but still pretty good. Still playoff potential now. Red Division, very contentious. Just as much as the green, honestly. This green division's insane too. Just have to see how many. I mean, we have the 5-way tie at 6 and 8. We could just have a lot more smaller ties all the way through the middle after this. Very possible. Sheik goes down again. Toon Link. Probably not going to get a flawless, but oh no way with that super mushroom for Sheik. But he's up a whole stock here. Looking for some revenge after losing twice already. to Sheik in the lifetime of the league. Two bitter bottom of the barrel rivals as he shoots an arrow into Sheik's knee. He's Super Mushroom now. 78 on Sheik's last. A good chance to take it right here. Ah, he doesn't again. He's back to normal size. Sheik also dodges the charge up. 103, 53 on Toon Link's second. He's tiny though. Look at that little bomb come out. Not gonna do anything. 10. She's trying here, but I don't think she's got much chance. Yeah, so again, 21 sets. This is 16 here. And so we're almost done. We're moving into the final quarter of the season. And we're going to have 2 rounds of division playoffs. And of course, there's 13 going, 3 buys. So there's 5 rounds. And that knocks us down to 8 competitors. So 4 more rounds, leaving 4 in every division. That then move on. 16 fighter, 8-round first round of the finals, and then after that first round, that becomes the quarterfinals, and we'll see those. I'm looking at my schedule here. Why something seems off? But yeah, it looks like I just missed something, but that's weird. But either way, yeah, there's this quarterfinals and then the semifinals, and then maybe something short, a little special short thing there in between, and then we'll finally see the finals. That's it. It's not going to take long. I think it's just going to be 2 different days. Finals day 1 and then day 2. Sheik. Wow, 235. Young Toon Link having no luck at all getting this last knockout. Maybe, no, still not, because he's poisoned. So, again, unlucky. Sheik missing all those attacks, though. That's helping Toon Link. There it is, finally. Gets back to normal size. Like 250% on Sheik. That's crazy. But he does it. He does it. Toon Link moving to 4 and 12. Better than the 3 and 12 Sheik now. Gonna move into 3rd to last place. Move Sheik down to 2nd to last. Whoa. A long one, too. That's that. Diddy, of course, gonna stay down where he is then. He was gonna do that either way. And that's still the bottom 3 for you. Let's move on to our best 4 matches. And here we got Little Mac at 6 and 8. They're one of those 6 and 8s. He's taken on the 12 and 2. Now number 2, King Dedede. Knocked out of that 1st place spot finally after losing too many matches. Too many. But he should be just fine for the playoffs, honestly. He might secure it today, even with a loss, we'll see. But with a win, I'd almost have to say he's going to be in. Yeah, because 9 might do it. I mean, you might be okay, that is, with 9. So he's already past that at 12. 12 and 8 being the worst he can do right now. I think he's good. I think he's very good. We'll see for sure at the end. Some of the red division, top of the red, clinching playoffs this set around as well, so it wouldn't be the first. And again, Kazuya is above him, so a better chance for him. Ooh, Omak gets the knockout. Dedede was at a lot of percent, so you know that happens. So, oh man, a nice move by Dedede, making sure he gets the return knockout on poisoned Little Mac. Little Mac, a much harder road, obviously, to the playoffs, since we're pretty sure Dedede has clinched the playoffs at this point, even with a loss. But Little Mac, obviously a tough one here, but he still has to win in a very contentious area. Mega Man after that, which is right just around him, who won. Got Bayonetta, who just lost, but is just above him, or just below him. I guess the same as him, going to be either the same still, or above, or below, that is, if he wins here somehow. Probably not gonna. Dedede already with another knockout. They returned knockouts, but Dedede remains with that stock advantage. 71 already on Little Mac's last. He's just, it's a breeze for him. He's taking it. Little Mac in this one. It's not been a very long, one of our shortest matches today for sure. We've had some long ones. This is not one of those. Some really tough ones. Oh, Bowser Jr. for Little Mac. Piranha Plant. Finally, Diddy Kong, he gets a break, but man, he's got some really tough ones, and he just lost that one very quickly to King Dedede, which is slightly to be expected, but you know, you want to maybe put up a better showing than that. 232 matches very quick. So too bad for him. He's going to drop to 6-9. King Dedede gonna not lose again, at least. It's going to be 13-2 now. And in fact, if Kazuya loses today, he could move back into that first place spot. Who knows? Who knows? It's very possible. That'd be great for him. I'm sure he wants back in there. He's used to being up there from last season. He was number 2, of course, but he's always used to be number 2. He wants to be 1. He wants to be 1. He's got Diddy next. That's great for him. Dedede versus Diddy. Then he's up against the Me Gunner. Then he finally has Kazuya in set 19. That's going to be an amazing, amazing match. Then Link after that, and Villager after that. So he's got some easy ones, and then Kazuya. The Link's not easy, but the other ones are. So Dedede he's definitely going to have an easy time in. He's definitely in now with 13 wins. He's definitely in, for sure. There's no doubt. In fact, some of these guys like Dedede and Kazuya here, not just going to be clinching the playoffs this set around, but very close to getting maybe even clinching that bye spot, top 3 bye spot. Bowser, same record as Dedede, 12-2. Gunner's 11-4 behind him. Piranha Plant now 11-4. Gunner has yet to play. Piranha Plant already did. Shulk here, 6-8 again. Another 6-8. He's the one right in the middle of them. And a really bad start for him. Kazuya, huge attack, 32%, only 40 now, somehow taking damage there. But not much on his first stock here. Shulk gonna have to rally back already. Not gonna be easy against number 1, 13-2. He's got Wolf next. Kazuya's got Wolf after this. He's got a bye then. And he comes back to face King Dedede. Those are 2 tough opponents. And then his final 2 matches. Mega Man. Much easier. And Bayonetta. Both of them about the middle of the pack. So not super easy, but definitely easier than some of the other ones. Which means, again, he's probably pretty solid. He's fought a lot of the other tough opponents, tough fighters in the league, the division that is. But right now, yeah, Shulk keeping this one close. He got Kazuya back, 78-59 now. 92 on Shulk after that attack from Kazuya. Some help from the Super Mushroom there. Shulk did a couple super mushrooms. Oh man, ooh, almost with a nice combo there from Kazuya. Not gonna get him though. Shulk has to take on Link after this. Then he's got Villager. Toon Link then. And finally his last 2, Luigi. And oh, he just got the first knock. He got the knockout on Kazuya. 2-1, 108 on him. Finishes up the season with Chrom. Some tougher ones, a lot around his own rank. He's got a really good chance for the playoffs here. Could even move up quite a bit. He just keeps on winning matches that are very winnable. It looks like the way he's playing against Kazuya here. It's all tied up now after that from Kazuya, supersized Kazuya. Oh man, he is lucky that he was supersized and didn't have a little more percent on there, because that was a nice attack from Shulk. could have been the end of Kazuya, who's now poisoned. Shulk, he did it. Wow, what an attack. Coming in fiercely with that Xenoblade. And down goes Kazuya, the top. Now back to number 2. Back to 2 with you, Kazuya. Dedede is going to move back up to the top. Bowser could even move above Kazuya again. I believe he's probably been above him at some point here in the past. Wow, incredible, incredible. We could be seeing Dedede Bowser, the top 2 from last season, in the top again. And Shulk, what a win. What a win. One of the, obviously the hardest match he has left. He's got a couple other tougher ones, but that was easily the hardest. And he did it. He is now 7-8, one of the few 6 and 8s to move up. Only the second one, I believe, so far, right? So that is amazing. That's great for him. That is. We will see. Kazuya, yeah, 13-3. Very interesting. That's the thing. Not every match, even in a more benign season like this, with just mushrooms, that is, instead of Pokeballs like last season. Still, you know, you're gonna have some matches. Things aren't gonna go your way. You're gonna lose, and so you just hope that that doesn't happen too many times, and that when it doesn't happen, you can come away with victories, enough victories to make it into the playoffs. And from there, you hope that it doesn't happen in the playoffs, because it's single round elimination here. This is a second to last match, extremely important one, extremely good one, with our 9-5 Wolf and the 11-4 me Gunner. It's Gunner at 4th place, Wolf at 6th place. Old school green competitor here. He is used to fighting some tough fighters. He almost gets the knockout on Gunner there, but not quite. Gunner able to make it back to the map. Nice up B on him. Gets you pretty far there, it looks like. Wolf trying to rally back. He's actually taking a ton of damage. A 111, 124 knockout there. 54 on Gunner. Didn't do much there, Wolf. Make some kind of comeback early here before it gets a little out of hand. Oh, like that. Super Mushroom. Man, Gunner lucky that he was big there when he got hit by that up B of Wolf's. That could have launched him. 70% even. Oh, Wolf is big now. Could he use that perhaps? Nope. Poison Mushroom back to normal. 41 already on his second. It's looking really good for the me Gunner right now. Again, you can't win them all when you're up against the toughest of the tough, as Wolf is currently. Some of those you're just going to lose. So yeah, you hope you don't lose too many of the ones that you shouldn't be. Right now, he should, even at 9, 8, even at that is 9-6. Yes, he will be just fine. Poison back to normal again. Back and forth we go. He did get the launch, the knockout on me Gunner. They are tied at 2, but oh, another nice attack from Gunner. 91, 99 on Wolf. Ooh, 113. Not launched because they're kind of fighting off the ledge there. But Gunner is just on the attack constantly. Wolf now poisoned. Gunner lays there for a second, considers what he's going to do, and then gets up and smacks Wolf out of here. It's got an entire stock lead now. Should be his game. It's his game to win or lose here. Unless Wolf can just play flawlessly from this point out. Poison Mushroom on Gunner, that's a way to start for him. He needs to get some hits. That'll help. Nothing at all. 40% Gunner second. 36 on Wolf's last. Looks like it might be the end for Wolf here. Again, he'll be alright. Still have to see the other 9-5 Chrom as yet to. He's next. Of course, the last match. So both of them could go down. They're both fighting tougher opponents. Gunner and Bowser next, 12-2. Even tougher. We shall see. Wolf not faring well here. Very, very tiny chance. He's supersized now, 95. 1-0 something knockout on Gunner there. Bringing him to his last stock. But he's still got a lot of work to do. Poison Mushroom, don't do it, Wolf. He doesn't do it. Wow. He does not go for it. Super Mushroom, though, above him. Looks like Gunner's, yes, Gunner's in the better position. He's going to get it. And there it will be. Wolf goes down. He tried to make a comeback. Not going to happen. The Mii Gunner wins again. And again, that number 4. So one of those top 4/5 that are breaking away from the rest of the division even farther now. Because again, the ones they're breaking away from, the top of those is at least the 9 and 5 Wolf and Chrom. Now the 9 and 6 Wolf. Chrom still has yet to go. Saw Bowser Jr. go down already, so he's 8 and 7. And so again, that top 5 Piranha Plant going 11 and 4, Gunner going 12 and 4 now. Dedede going 13 and 2, Kazuya losing but still being 13 and 3, ahead of everybody by a nice margin. But we will see what Chrom can do next against Bowser. What a great way it is to end things after what we've already seen today. Will Chrom stop the climb of the top 5? We put a chink in the armor of those top 5 by taking Bowser down a peg. Not going to take him out of that top 5, but we'll give him a shot to. Oh man, that's not good. That's not a good way to start. Supersized Bowser, immediate knockout, 10% only on him. 19 now. Chrom. Oh, poison mushroom for Chrom now. Look out. This is not what you want. Not what you want in a final match. Not what you want if you're Chrom. Supersized now can get some damage down. A little bit. That was not bad. He's almost going to bring it back here, maybe. Tried. Both off the side, back. 121 on Bowser's first. Chrom. Off the side again. He stays on at least. Got the poison mushroom though. That's not good. Again. Luckily Bowser doesn't hit that super mushroom during this. But that would have certainly been a launch. There's a poison one for Bowser. Chrom a shot to get the knockout maybe. 136 on Bowser. 56 on Chrom second. Got the knockout on Bowser. Still 56 on his second. Misses the super mushroom. Bowser does too. Chrom gets it on the return. Nice. Can he do anything with it though? That's a chance to bring it back. Bowser with the body slam. Gonna not allow that to happen at all. Nice knockout from him. Supersized now. He is massive compared to Chrom. That's crazy. And it's not looking good for Chrom. It looks like Bowser is going to remain in that top 5. Chrom is not going to. The other thing that would have happened, of course, would be Chrom remaining in contention with those top 5. But now, yes, it looks like he's perhaps going to drop down as well as Wolf and Bowser Jr. Everybody below the top 5 going down. Link, except for Link, but yeah, he's slightly behind. He's going to be still slightly behind Wolf and Chrom. Be ahead of Bowser Jr. though. Pretty big for him. Chrom is able to make it back, and Bowser Jr. kind of assures him of that by attacking. But it's okay because he's at 92%. Looks like it's about over here. Bowser, 54. On a second stock, Super Mushroom. Tons of damage done to Chrom on this last stock. Pretty much just solidifying this for sure. Double punch knockout. Down goes Chrom, up goes Bowser, 13 and 2. Above Kazuya, 13 and 3 now. So Dedede Bowser, number 1 and 2. Chrom falls, but he's not going to fall far. He's actually going to stay the same rank. Just going to drop in record. And that's that. That is that. That was a crazy set. Yeah, it's just crazy as all the other ones. Even whenever we know what's like, even whenever there's not a bunch of upsets, it's still there's enough close matches that aren't upsets that it still defines the division even more and more. But even the ones that we kind of know are who is going to win, those mixed in with the ones that we don't know, it's like, yeah, it's always something seems to be pretty crazy that's happened. We'll see the differences here in a moment. Who's gone where from set 15 into 16. All right, after 16, After we had Piranha defeat Bayonetta and Mega Man beat Bowser Jr., Villager defeat Mewtwo, Link beat Lucina, Corrin defeated Luigi, Toon Link defeated Sheik, Dedede beat Little Mac, Shulk upset Kazuya, Gunner beat Wolf, and Bowser defeated Chrom. After all that, 16 in. Dedede and Bowser top 2 now, 13 and 2s. Dedede beat him already though, so he's in that number 1 spot again. Kazuya now down to 3rd, 13 and 3. Then we got the 12 and 4 Gunner winning, along with the Piranha Plant 11 and 4. Now we got the 9 and 6 Wolf and Chrom, both losing today, dropping another match back. Link winning though, moving into the 8th spot again, 9 and 7. 8 and 7 Bowser Jr. moving down and back into the 9th. 7 and 8 Shulk, who beat the 7 and 8 Mega Man, moving up into 10th place. It's the highest Shulk's been. He's looking real good right now. Mega Man looking just fine too, though. Both of them winning today, of course. The only difference being in the reason Shulk passing him up is because now that they're not in that big tie, it's just down to the head-to-head between them. And Shulk did win that one, even though Mega Man had more head-to-head victories in that 5-way tie. The one he didn't win was against Shulk. 7 and 9 Villager moving himself up into that 12th spot. And now 13th, 6 and 9 still gets you in, just like in the red. But instead, we got an extra 6 and 9 in this one. We got 4 of them here. Only one, of course, of those 4 making it is Mewtwo right now, who beat both Little Mac and Corrin. Little Mac and Bayonetta. And then Little Mac, who beat Corrin, Corrin, who beat Bayonetta. Bayonetta, who beat none of them in that order or reason. Little Mac and Corrin now in the moving on point, and like we thought might happen, could happen at least, it did happen. Bayonetta whole way into the bottom 6 now, all of a sudden, 6 and 9. The bottom of those. Then 5 and 10, Luigi losing today. 4 and 11, Lucina. 4 and 12, Toon Link. 3 and 12, Sheik. And 2 and 13, Diddy BYE. Still, most of them with a shot because 6 and 9 gets you in. Right now, 6 wins is in. And still have time for everybody to get, I guess, to get 6 wins because 2 is the least. And we still have 5, even with somebody, even if Diddy still, he's coming off his bye, so he does have 5 left, of course, so he could get to 7 in 13. But even if he didn't, he'd still have time with 5 matches left to go. Anyway, that's where everybody stands. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Next up, we have got the blue. Set 16, Lucas taking on Falco, Wario versus Rob, Banjo and Kazuya against Pichu, Roy versus Rosalina and Luma, Fox against Ness, Ken versus Palutena, Sora up against Inkling, Meta Knight taking on Captain Falcon, Snake versus Cloud, and finally Steve versus Ganondorf. That'll be an amazing one. That is number 2 versus number 1. Definitive places there, number 1 and 2 as well. No one's tied with them. Pacman on a bye in the middle. 7 and 8, just out of playoff contention. Could make it if things go his way. Just sitting there doing nothing. These guys next, again, another awesome set for these guys. Mega Man, it was hard to decide on some of these where they should go. Mega Man and Little Mac are going to begin things for us. 7 and 8 Mega Man, 6 and 9 Little Mac, vying for playoff positions, probably the entire way through the rest of the season here. The last 5 matches. Then we got Bayonetta at, again, dropping to 6 and 9. She's up against Bowser Jr. at 8 and 7, though. A chance for her, a chance for Bowser Jr. to maybe pick up another win, though. Villager then is up now into the middle, 7 and 9, way up in there. Taking on Lucina, who's down to 4 and 11. And then we've got Toon Link, 4 and 12. He has 6 and 9 Mewtwo. Mewtwo needs that win, but it is a chance for Toon Link to crawl even closer back into playoff contention, knocking somebody out who's in that playoff contention at the very bottom in Mewtwo. Then we've got Luigi versus Sheik. That is the 5 and 10 Luigi who needs that win against the 3 and 12 Sheik to get himself into the playoffs again, back in the playoff picture. And finally, in our worst match is actually very bad, but it could be a huge upset because it's number 1 versus the last place. It's number 1, 13 and 2 Dedede versus 2 and 13 Diddy. Our best 4, Chrom, starting things off there, 9 and 6, taking on Corrin at 6 and 9. I think that's going to be a pretty good one there, and it just gets better from there. Link, 9 and 7, is up against Shulk, 7 and 8. Both of them, that's number 8 versus number 10. Then we've got Kazuya, number 3, 13 and 3, taking on Wolf, who just dropped a match, but he's still 6th place, 9 and 6. He could bring Kazuya down again and make him get himself maybe into that top pack a little bit farther. At least get himself to 10 wins, get that double digits. But he should be fine at 9 wins. I think they might be okay to get into the playoffs at 9 wins. We will just have to see the last few sets here, but it might be good. Last is Piranha Plant, the number 5, 11 and 4, up against Bowser, number 2, 13 and 2. What a good one there. Gunner in 4th place, 12 and 4, finally on his bye. Gonna start evening things out, maybe a little bit up at the top there. Piranha Plant could tie him up in a record. We shall see. We shall see. Piranha will have to win a tough match to do that. If not, Gunner will pull just slightly ahead of him. But that is what we got coming up. It's going to be amazing. And also, by the way, we got Dedede, Bowser, and Kazuya. The 13 wins did clinch playoffs today. Gunner actually does also clinch at 12 and 4 because we at bottom there we have the Villager and Mewtwo making it in with 9 losses, and Gunner can only get up to 8. So Gunner is going to get in as well. We have our top 4 clinching playoffs today. So there's 4 spots gone, just like that. But we'll see what is to come in our last 5 sets. Join me for the next ones. Hope to see you there. Like and subscribe. Comment to let me know who you think is going to win the upcoming matches. Let me know who you want to win every division. I'll see you then. Randy with Nerds Templar, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League. Peace.